Advanced Anatomy of the Urinary System for Semester 3 of Medical Faculty. Anatomy of the Urinary System. The urinary system functions to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance, remove metabolic waste, and regulate blood pressure through urine production. A. Kidneys, REN, function. Filter blood to remove waste, urea, creatinine, and uric acid. Regulate electrolyte balance, sodium, potassium, calcium. Regulate blood pressure through the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. Produce erythropoietin hormone for red blood cell formation. Activate vitamin D for calcium metabolism. 1. Macroscopic structure of the kidneys. Cortex. The outer layer of the kidney, where the glomerulus and proximal and distal tubules are located. Medulla. The inner layer containing the renal pyramids, where the collective tubules and Henle's loop are located. Renal pelvis. Funnel-shaped chamber that collects urine from the renal papillae and directs it to the ureters. Renal pyramids. Triangular-shaped structures containing the collecting ducts and blood vessels. Renal columns. Areas between the renal pyramids containing large blood vessels. 2. Microscopic structure of the kidney. Functional units of the nephron. Functions of the nephron. Filters blood, reabsorbs essential substances, and forms urine. Parts of the nephron. Glomerulus. Capillary network where blood filtration occurs. Surrounded by Bowman's capsule, which captures the glomerular filtrate, pre-urine. Proximal tubule. Reabsorption of glucose, amino acids, and most water and electrolytes. Loop of Henle. Descending segment. Reabsorption of water. Ascending segment. Reabsorption of sodium and chloride ions without water. Distal tubule. Final adjustment of ion balance, regulated by aldosterone. Collecting duct. Collects urine from several nephrons. Regulated by antidiuretic hormone, ADH, for urine concentration. B. Urinary tract. Transports urine from the kidneys to the outside of the body. 1. Ureter. Structure. Muscular tube 25 to 30 centimeters long. Layers. Mucosa. Transitional epithelium for flexibility. Smooth muscle. Peristaltic contractions push urine into the bladder. Function. Drains urine from the renal pelvis to the bladder. 2. Urinary bladder. Vesica urinaria. Structure. Hollow organ shaped like a balloon. Lined with transitional epithelium. Detrusor muscle. Smooth muscle for contraction during urination. Function. Store urine. Normal capacity 300 to 500 milliliters. Contracts to expel urine during urination. Regulation. Internal sphincter. Involuntary. Prevents urine leakage. External sphincter. Controlled consciously for the process of urination. 3. Urethra. Structure. The tube that carries urine out of the body. Different lengths. Male, 20 centimeters, passes through the prostate and penis. Female, 4 centimeters. Function, drains urine out of the body. In men, it also functions as an ejaculation channel. C. Urine formation process, filtration, reabsorption, secretion, glomerular filtration. Blood enters the glomerulus through the afferent arteriole. High blood pressure forces plasma out into the glomerular filtrate. Large components such as blood cells and proteins remain in the blood. Reabsorption. Important substances, water, glucose. Ions are reabsorbed into the blood in the proximal tubule, loop of Henle, and distal tubule. Secretion. Waste and excess ions are secreted from the blood into the tubule. Excretion. Urine is collected in the renal pelvis, transported through the ureters to the bladder, and excreted through the urethra. D. Regulation of urine production. Renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, RAAS, regulates blood pressure and sodium balance. ADH hormone increases water reabsorption in the collecting duct to reduce urine volume. Aldosterone hormone increases sodium reabsorption and potassium secretion in the distal tubule. Atrial natriuretic peptide, ANP, decreases sodium reabsorption to lower blood pressure. E. Blood vessels in the kidneys. Renal artery carries oxygen-rich blood from the aorta to the kidneys. Glomerular capillaries, where blood filtration occurs. Efferent arterioles, carries blood from the glomerulus, forming paratubular capillaries and vasa recta for reabsorption. Renal veins, carries blood from the kidneys to the inferior vena cava.